So I came in about, let's see, it's about 1:18, so about an hour ago. And I would say the road conditions in Portland were pretty good. I always joke, I say I'm from New York where they start plowing before the snow even hits the ground.
Yeah.
So I like to be extra cautious when I'm out driving. I'm also just an anxious person, so it comes into that as well. But there was some slush and a light layer of snow, so as always recommending that people just take things a little bit slow. Obviously, once we get to the heavier snowfall rates during the what would be after school time, for example, if kids are in school today, though I know a lot of places have canceled for the day, or for the evening commutes if you were at work today, it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think, to get around, especially if you aren't super familiar driving with the snow. Obviously in Maine, we're all very used to it.
Well, that's the thing. It's almost like a tolerance level thing.
Yes.
Because I think that for the most part right now, if you're comfortable driving in snow, it's not something that bothers you as long as you take it slow. This is something we deal with many times a winter.
Exactly.
Later today, though, it could be a bit more challenging.
I think later today it'll be more challenging. This is also a larger snowstorm earlier in the season, and I always think that when you get the first more major snowstorm, sometimes it takes people a little longer to adjust to that. Once we're in February, everyone's like, I've got this down pat.
Yeah.
But a little earlier in the season, I think it's always just a good reminder for people to take things slow and just get to your destination safely.
Agreed. Yeah, and one of the things we were talking about yesterday was that along the coastline, even if we didn't have much rain that mixed in during the day, the road impact would be lower until later in the afternoon. And I think that's what you're seeing here. By the way, it looks like we just got a text. So if you want to use the mouse and just click on what we got here. Do you guys think this storm snow will stick around for the winter? Well, why don't we, if you can pull up the 7-day, Dana, if you wouldn't mind, you can probably just go into there you go. It's not going to melt, this stuff. We're in a cold pattern. So thanks to whoever sent that in. By the way, you can always use name and town too. We'd like to acknowledge you.
Yes.
we appreciate, we're not going to share your number, but we can appreciate you taking the time to write in. 207-828-6622 is our number.
Especially,
but as you see here, it's going to be cold.
High temperatures, yeah. I mean, above freezing, obviously, but you have to be above freezing for long enough in order to melt that snow. And when you're seeing overnight low temperatures like 6, 14, and 10, that keeps things pretty chilly even after the sun rises. Say you get to, example, on Thursday, a high of 40. You're likely only going to be at 40 degrees for maybe an hour. That if that's your peak temperature, you spend a lot of time on either side of that. So I think it'll be a while before this snow starts to melt. At least for me, I can't comfortably say it'll be around for the entire winter because that is a long time.
Agreed. Yeah. I think a little bit of exaggeration maybe on that one. It's certainly can't guarantee that it's going to be around all winter, but it's not going to go anywhere quickly, I think. Yeah,
like 2 winters ago, winter of 2023, that was something notable that we talked about, is that every time we got a snowstorm, it would melt within 3 to 4 days per se. And then obviously last winter, we had a good snowpack that lasted for most of the winter. This is, if you want a good snowpack, this is a good place to start, but a lot can change between now and April.
Agreed.